Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Zelma Majorovic.
And I'm Preston. Did you know that SU holds an Entrepreneur Speaker Series held every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. in room 126 of the Dixie Levitt Business Building? This week, Casey Carbeo, the owner of Lakes Ranch Beef in Parowan, Utah, spoke about what it takes to run a successful business. She mentioned business in ranching and farming and selling fresh, high-quality beef. Next week, we will hear from Jacob Passy, an SU alumni who turned his family business into a GEM Award, into a full-scale e-commerce company. You won't want to miss it.
Applications for the summer short-term trips through SU's Office of Learning Abroad are now closed. These 2-week adventures range as far afield as Japan to Ireland to Sicily. Faculty lead expeditions to significant sites and students do accompanying homework so they can dig deep into learning about another culture. Short-term learning abroad trips are also available during spring and Thanksgiving breaks with varying application deadlines. Any student, regardless of major, can participate in any short-term trip, and there are even options for non-students to join in too. Meanwhile, the semester exchange application doesn't close until March 15th. There is still time for students to sign up who are considering spending an entire semester in a foreign country during the 2026 to 2027 school year. Find more information at suu.edu/studyabroad.
A famous food truck just visited Cedar City. Our reporter Cole Garney has the story.
A food truck put on an event featuring animatronic dinosaurs and Bumblebee. The event was hosted in Cal Ranch Store's parking lot. I Heart Cookies was the food truck that hosted the event. Admission required the purchase of 1 cookie per person, with 1 cookie costing $5.
It's good for the kids. It's kind of cold, but it's a beautiful day, so. But I think more events like this would be good to have.
I Heart Cookies originally started as a singular food truck in Wichita, Kansas. They got famous for their cookies and their entertainment events. Now it has evolved to become a fleet of trucks that travels around the country with a number of different animatronics and costume characters. This is the first time the truck has visited Cedar City.
There's a lot of pressure. You know, people aren't always the nicest, so we just try to host the best events we can.
For more information about future events, you can visit facebook.com/iheartcookiesog. And for SUTV News, I'm Cole Garney.
The Senate at Southern Utah University approved the decision to maintain funding for the SUTVNews student fee. Earlier this morning, SUUSA conducted a meeting to discuss student fee requests. Students and administrators in attendance discussed these requests before the Senate voted to approve or deny them. They covered the amount of fees provided for SUTVNews, Thunder 91, SU Outdoors Athletics, and more. Currently, SUTVNews receives $5 from students' fees per semester. The Senate proposed to reduce its funding to $3.50. SUTVNews representatives argued their case to the Senate to prevent the decline in funds. Heather Turner, the editor-in-chief, represented a compelling argument to maintain the current funding levels. She highlighted how the fees were utilized, the importance of being funded by the students, and the critical role that SUTVNews plays in serving the SU body. News employees expressed that SUTVNews is vital to student resources and administration. After the presentation of facts, the Senate voted 10-3 in favor of keeping SUTVNews funding intact. The SUTVNews teams are grateful that the fees were approved.
The flavored soda company Swig announced that all of its Utah locations will now be opening on Sundays, catching up with the rest of the company. The Cedar City location is located on Old Highway 91 on the south end of town next to the Maverick and Mobetas. The new hours will be from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., so you can stop by your local Swig and enjoy a beverage all 7 days of the week, if you prefer. This marks a significant change for the company that has stayed true to its Monday through Saturday hours since it opened in St. George, Utah.
I gotta say, Swig has got to be one of my most favorite Utah things.
Yeah, we have lots of soda companies all over the place, and they're really great. I like the food trucks. I wish I would have been to that.
I know, it looks so delicious. I'm getting hungry again, I'm not gonna lie.
There's so much good food and good drinks all around Utah, and it's exciting just to get out and experience all sorts of different things.
I know, I'm so excited to go with my friends to experience it in real life.
Yeah, can't wait.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
After this, we'll hear more about the radio tower that got taken down.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
A longtime landmark on Cedar City skyline recently came down. SU's 150-foot high radio station antenna stood for over 40 years. SUTV's John Smith has more.
For decades, SUU has had a radio station.
The original radio station was a 10-watt station.
So it barely covered the campus.
But we started getting complaints from people who lived around campus that the radio station was interfering with their TV reception.
We got the tower and we increased our wattage FM modulation, then it was much better.
Since 1985, the KSUU radio tower stood in the hills at the south end of Cedar City. Originally, it overlooked sagebrush and juniper and the old rodeo arena. Then eventually, it looked over Walmart and Home Depot.
Over the years, I climbed the tower probably hundreds of times. In the early days, when the lights would burn out, I would have to climb and change the light bulbs.
I guess I've gone from listening to the radio station broadcast through this tower to now being here to watch it come down, and I guess what is now the future of what 91.1 is going to become.
Development forced it to be moved.
And then we'll have another strap on the opposite side of these wires going up, and that strap will tighten it last, and then they'll cut it over here.
Whoa. Well, that's the end of it. having been here when it went up and now seeing it come back down, it's kind of a bittersweet moment. Been a good experience both for me and for the students and for the university as well. I think it's been kind of a point of pride for the communication department.
New businesses and homes will now come in. The radio station now transmits from a new tower above Summit. For SUTV News, I'm John Smith.
University Housing hosted a visual bingo craft night to bring students together. Monday, students gathered to create a vision bingo cards for the year ahead. Around 30 students took part in the event. They socialized while writing down their hopes and dreams. The event was organized by the University Housing as a way to bring students together in a relaxed setting. Students ended the night with completed and decorated bingo cards.
We put on these events once a month for each individual category, and we do it so we can promote people getting to know each other in the residence halls and making friends and making it a good time here.
If you're looking for some midweek competition and community, the SU College Smash Bros Club is bringing students together every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. The club hosts free-to-enter Super Smash Bros tournaments open to players of all skill levels. Whether you're a seasoned competitor or just playing for fun, everyone is welcome to jump in, make friends, and enjoy some friendly rivalry right here on campus.
What I like about the tournaments is they're free. I don't usually have anything Wednesday nights, so if I'm bored, I can just show up.
February is almost here, and that means Valentine's Day is right around the corner. To celebrate, SUU's Thunder 91 is bringing back its annual Valentine's Grams for the entire student body, where you can dedicate a song and a message to a special someone. These will be broadcast free of charge all week before Valentine's Day until February 14th. You can visit SUTVNews.net for more information.
Retro Fitness grand reopening is just around the corner. Retro Fitness had a change of ownership back in November. This has resulted in renovations, painting, new lighting, and an estimated $75,000 in equipment updates. Members of the gym have been buzzing with excitement over the new environment. The gym's grand reopening will take place on January 31st. Any members who participate will receive raffle tickets for a giveaway.
For those of you who recycle or have been wanting to, Cedar City now has nearby recycling centers in Canaraville and New Harmony. One center is located right next to the Canaraville Fire Department. At this location, they accept paper, metal, and plastic. However, they do not accept cardboard or glass. While cardboard recycling is not accepted at either of these locations, the New Harmony Recycling Center does accept glass. They are located right next to the New Harmony Valley Fire Department, where you can both recycle and take in the scenic views. These nearby drop-off centers provide Cedar City with accessible recycling options. Here's what a local recycler had to say about living in the area.
I recently just discovered this location. This is the second time I've been here. I usually go to the Washington Rec Center in St. George, but since I found this one, it saves me about an hour, so I've been coming here twice now.
I'm so excited that the gym is reopening.
Yeah, that's so exciting. A new facelift for the community and the company. It's just going to be a great thing, I believe, all around.
I know, right? It was actually one of my New Year's resolutions to work out more. Has that been working out? I don't think so, but I'll start next week.
That's a great sign. I also said I wanted to go to the gym. That doesn't happen. But we'll be right back.
After this, weather with Kenzie.
You talk to... In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Welcome to SUTV Weather. I'm your weathercaster, Kenzie Barlow. This week for Cedar City's weather, today is a high of 49 and a low of 17. And as you can see, throughout the week, we'll see mostly sunny and slightly cloudy days. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, these temperatures will be increasing. So the hottest temperature will be on Sunday with a high of 59 and a low of 32. And then those temperatures begin to slowly fall throughout the rest of next week. For Bryan Head, today, all lifts are open. The current base is 25 inches with blue skies and 12-mile-per-hour winds. So if you're like me and you don't like a windy day on the slopes, I definitely recommend going on Saturday or Sunday, as these winds will continue for tomorrow and again on Monday. All right, I want to shout out the Festival City Farmers Market. They are starting up their winter season again this Saturday on January 31st at 10 a.m. So be there if you like live music and enjoying shopping local produce. Stay safe and stay kind.
I'm so excited to go to this farmer's market. I enjoy listening to music, especially to live music, so much.
Yeah, my initial reaction was, holy guacamole, you can't beat that.
Absolutely, and it will be good weather, so
absolutely.
perfect.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that. And I guess I'll have to go to Brian Head this weekend again.
You pretty much live up there at this point, don't you?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I just enjoy skiing so much. It's so much fun.
You just come down for swig in the farmer's market.
Exactly. That's what it looks like.
It's not a bad life.
Yes.
We're going to take a small break.
Next, we've got sports with Preston.
Go Sports! SU's men's and women's teams do battle today. The SU women's team will be at home hosting the University of Texas Arlington. Jaden Farrow and Brooklyn Feely were both named the WAC Newcomers of the Week. The Utah Jazz lost their matchup last night against the Golden State Warriors 140 to 124. Bryce Sensenbaugh led all Jazz scorers with 22. Nia Randolph is an SU gymnast, and she's launched a new beverage line called 10.0. The current flavors include orange dreamsicle, root beer, and toasted coconut. They are available to purchase at the Campus C store on SUU.
Southern Utah University is seeing some changes within its football program as two key players are moving on from the program. Shane Carr and Joshua Dye are both leaving Southern Utah University, marking the end of their time with the program. The university confirmed their departures earlier this week. Carr and Dye were both involved in SUU athletics and played roles in supporting student athletes and the overall direction of the program. Their departures come as the university continues to navigate changes within its athletic department. Shane Carr has committed to the University of Kentucky, and Joshua Dye has committed to college football playoff team Ole Miss. SUU officials have not yet announced who will fill their roles moving forward. For now, the university says it remains focused on supporting its student athletes and preparing for the upcoming season. SU says more information will be released as it becomes available.
In more local sports news, Cedar High School now has a boys volleyball team. Our reporter Jake Palmer took to the court for the story.
Volleyball is predominantly known as a women's sport, with barely any high schools across the country having a team available for their male counterparts. Cedar High School changed that. In 2024, the Reds adopted boys volleyball as an official team for the first time ever. As you can expect, most of the boys never picked up a ball before and even left other sports to play. One of those players, varsity setter Kai Hunter, shares his experience.
I was super unathletic. I played football for a second, and it wasn't for me. And my best friend Henry said, and they said they got a boys volleyball team. And I was like, okay, let's go try out. And I wasn't the most athletic still, but we did a lot of conditioning and stuff that got me in shape for volleyball. I started JV my first year. My second year, I started varsity this year.
Now, 2 years in, some of the younger players are now the veterans who are leading the next generation of players. Development is a big key piece, and one of the coaches, Paul Snow, is at the head of that.
So we're looking for improvement every day. We're looking for little victories we can have. Like, they got enough things that are down every day, so we try to focus on the more positive things. What are you doing right? What can you do to improve what you're doing right?
This focus on development has brought a sense of unity among the players, turning it into a snowball effect.
It's also not a very toxic environment. We're all really nice. It's really welcoming. Like when I first tried out and stuff, all the other boys were hyping the boys up. Like it wasn't like they suck, like nobody was calling each other out because we're all new. That's the nice thing about doing a new sport.
The Reds have 2 seasons under their belt, followed by 2 playoff appearances as well. The Reds made it to the first round of the state playoffs in both seasons and look forward to expanding upon that in the future. As for this season, they've started open gyms during the basketball seasons, with players and coaches vying for any gym time they can get and inviting brand new players who have never experienced the sport before to join the team. For SUTV News, I'm Jake Palmer.
It is so exciting that the high school finally has a men's volleyball team now.
Yeah, you can go experience that. I wish they had that when I was in high school.
I know, same for me. I miss playing volleyball so much with my friends. Like, imagine the scenario on the beach with the sunset, playing volleyball with your friends. Isn't that the best?
Well, we don't have a beach, but SU does have some sand courts you can go play at as well.
Exactly, I love it. How much SU can offer.
Yeah, and there's going to be more sports events tonight. We've got the women's basketball team. I'm going to be there supporting on them as well.
Yes, I'm going to be there too. I'm so excited for that one. We're going to take a quick break.
After this, see what happens when a hypnotist comes to campus.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
The returning hypnotist Chris Jones brings another live performance back to Southern Utah University after grabbing students' attention last year. Last Tuesday, students gathered in the church auditorium of the Student Center for a live hypnotism performance. Volunteers went on stage with some falling asleep while others danced like a chicken or acted like they had superpowers. Before the show, Jones asked students to write down their expectations for the event. The event was free for current university housing residents with a $5 cash entry fee for SUU guests.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture and Health and Human Services announced some significant changes to its dietary guidelines.
All right.
One of the most impactful changes was the reversal of the food pyramid. It now emphasizes the consumption of proteins, fruits, and vegetables with red meat at the top. Likewise, this guide also warns about the dangers of processed foods and sugar-sweetened foods and veggies.
Now shows that
placing these foods at the bottom of the pyramid. This new change seeks to improve the health of Americans by encouraging them to adopt much healthier eating habits, a decision that has generated debate amongst the population.
I think it's kind of confusing because since like the meats and dairy are like in the top of the pyramid, people can also consume like red meat, specifically the one that is like in the top of the pyramid.
The Cedar City Institute of Religion across the street from SUU's campus has an informal choir class for young adults who love to sing. This choir has over 125 members who practice every week and sing at performances throughout the semester. The choir also occasionally appears at devotionals with general authorities from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The choir does not have auditions and requires no past experiences. Anyone between the ages of 18 and 35 is welcome to join the choir. Membership in the LDS Church is also not required. More information can be found at myinstitute.churchofjesuschrist.org.
We learn by doing, right? And we grow by doing. And I think the choir is a class where they can't just sit still. They have to participate. And so because they have to participate, they're actively engaged in the learning process and actively engaged in the experiences that we want them to have.
Big Iron Country Swing is preparing for another event tomorrow. Big Iron Swing Dancing organizes 2 weekly events. The events begin with live dance lessons from popular line dances. After those lessons, Big Iron holds 3 hours of free dancing. Due to the popularity of line dancing, organizers are confident the event will be a great success. Regular swing events take place every Tuesday and Friday. Owner Noah Stevens shares more about his passion for dance.
My name is Noah Stevens. I'm the owner of Big Iron Country Swing. I started swing because I love country dancing. It gave me an environment to be social, something that I've been able to grow a lot socially and emotionally because of swing. All are welcome, and I encourage all to come. We actually have a competition coming up for those who want to try and maybe they want to try their hand at competing in line dancing competitions, and that'll be in May.
Art lovers have something new to explore at SUU. 3 new exhibits are now open to the public at the Southern Utah Museum of Art. The first mass-produced explores affordable art programs in the U.S. during the 1930s and 40s, highlighting the AAA and their mission to bring art to everyday Americans. You're the Best reimagines what it means to win, with artist Bianca Valesquez performing old trophies to show that the real reward is the experience behind them. The final exhibit, The Flowing Line, features posters from rock concerts of the 1960s. Here we have one of the employees talking about his favorite new exhibit.
So one of my favorite pieces in Suma right now is one of our new ones that was just installed. It's like these little toppers that she deconstructed and just like left. And it's different because a lot of the exhibits are very unique in a way.
The Festival City Farmers Market opens this Saturday, kicking off its 2026 winter season. After a brief closure in January, the market is back and open to the community. The market features local vendors, live music, seasonal events, and free children's crafts. Attendees at the market will find handmade crafts and jewelry, fresh baked goods, and homemade food by local artisans. Through April, the farmers market hours span from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon every Saturday. If you are interested in becoming a vendor, you can visit the Festival City Farmers Market website for more details.
I really love the vibes and all of the people that are there. I think it's really fun to go with my friends and walk around, talk to all of the vendors. They're all so nice and they're also fun to talk to. I also love all of the handmade jewelry. This is like my rings are all from the farmers market. I love getting all of the food from the farmers market. It's delicious. It's just a great place to be.
Thanks for tuning in to SUTV News. I'm Zelma.
And I'm Preston. Today we leave you with footage from the Heart Cookies food truck event.
See you next time.
Oh, hey, bud.
Oh.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
It's a school night. With Gary and Todd?
Yeah?
Not sure about those two. I've been meaning to ask you. This is tougher than I thought. Is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
I hope not, because alcohol can lead you to say things and do things that you really wish you hadn't. Isn't this what you're supposed to say?
I know.
So if any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
Ryan.
Yeah?
So start the conversation even before they're teenagers.
Good idea.
For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.